Matt, your old team, Scotland, France. What about that game there? Scotland didn't deliver against Wales. You did say when you back them, they don't win, and that you got it right.
You just, wow. Every time I say something about Scotland, I get trolled. So doesn't matter what I say, so I'll just get it, let's just keep going and expect it. Again, I said that was really the last game for Scotland against Wales was a pivotal match for them, and the fact that they played so poorly, I've got to say Finn Russell getting sin-binned right at the end of the match. Their leadership was really poor, really, really poor on the field. They should have won that game going away, but that's what they've done. They're up and down and up and down and up and down. And this has been not for 6 months. This has been for 4 or 5 years. And what's frustrating, and all the trolls out there, if you can listen to what I'm saying, it's the best Scottish side there's been since they won it in '99. This is a very good, on paper, very good Scottish side. They've got a few injuries up front this week, which has significantly weakened them. But you don't know what they're going to do week to week. They don't know what they're going to do week to week. So how the hell do we know what they're going to do week to week? What I will say, it is a very good French side. It's a very stable French side. He's brought Dante back in at 12. He's recovered from his injury. That is a very powerful French side. The only strange one is Moefana to the wing. Dallaire is out injured, and he's moved Moefana, who's a centre, onto the wing. But he's done that before. He played Gael Fickou on the wing there. I think it was last year. But that is the other thing is six French forwards on the bench against Ireland. It's a stat we haven't been able to get out there much. 65% of French possession against Ireland was used either off 9 or pick and go. Now that's an amazing statistic. We thought it was going to be a battle of the backlines. It wasn't. It was the forwards up front thumping it out. And I think France are going to do the same thing. They're going to go route 1, off 9, off 10. They will use their backs. Of course, they've got a brilliant back line. But this is going to be the forwards bashing up Scotland. And the Scottish tight five, I think they've got about 150 caps or something, and the French tight five are upwards of 300. They're outweighed by about 15 kilos, I think it was, 5 kilos a man. So I think that the Scottish tight five, in particular second row, Skinner and Gilchrist, if Scotland have got a chance, they've got to stand up, because the French forwards are just so powerful, which they proved against Ireland, and they've also proved they don't have to play the airy fairy glamorous rock star way. They can get in there and just get in clinches and punch short jabs to you and just knock you out after about 40 or 50 of these short jabs, which the forwards are going to do. Again, I mean, who could back Scotland with any confidence? You just can't. So this tournament is for France to lose, and I think they won't lose on Saturday. I think they'll go to Murrayfield and win. Last part, Stu. Sorry, Quinny. After 2 years ago when Awards was sent off for throwing a really nice little short right, which in the old days would have got applauded, but he got a red card for it these days. That loss has really, really hurt the French. And Quinny, you're in a team. Certain losses really hurt you. They stick with you for years and years, that game, and you think, God, how do we lose that? And you get in old age and you go, oh, how do we lose that? That is that game for France. How they lost that game, that's that game for this group. And they're going there for revenge. And everyone says, that's silly, that's all that. Let me tell you, when you're going somewhere to get square, that's a powerful motivation. And France are going to Murrayfield to get square.
Quinny, I must ask you there, does Matt deserve to get trolled, or is he good for it?
And of course he deserves to get trolled. Look,
wait till I start on Munster. Wait till I start on Munster.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, it's part and parcel of the game now. You have an opinion and you say something. And look, Scott, I think the people sometimes who do kind of come out and challenge you forget the points and the actual substance to the point. Scotland it was more frustrating and disappointing to beat England. They did it last year in the Six Nations as well, and that's the frustrating part about them, is their inconsistency. And obviously when people criticize or you say something that's you know, it was factually true that Scotland. Look, people can take an opinion out of everything you say. I think the point Matt was making was about, you know, it's time for them to step up to the plate and deliver more consistently. I'm sure Scottish fans, the trolls who were onto him we're all Scottish and we're having a pop off him for that criticism. And look, Scotland were really disappointing against Wales, and I think that was a game that they to take that next step. They needed to go there and just grind out a win, whatever way possible, and they came up short. Will they win tomorrow against France? I give them a great chance. I think there's going to be a reaction